Climate change threatens food security, and that is especially in South Asia. It is very true in India, where farmers' protests have been happening, and drought affects climate, and the drought ridden areas are not able to cope up with agriculture. And even when there is heavy drought and instant rainfall happening in pulses, it does not help the crops, but it destroys the crops that are already there. Food security is lost with a changing climate. In fact, the agriculture is already in at the upper limit of the temperature at which cultivation could happen. So, in the range of temperature which is suitable for agriculture, we are on the upper limit already. So, any further change in the temperature will make food production badly threatened, almost impossible. The maize production is badly hit in China and Brazil. In France, you can look at the graphs. Whatever is to the left of the line is the possible impact, and uncertainty is also mentioned there. Wheat takes a huge hit in India and in Russia. Wheat is the most major crop in Russia. Of course, rice is also hit adversely. Soy takes a bite, and the projected crop yields, orange and red, is decreased crop productivity, green is increased crop productivity. China, northern Canada, a few places in Russia is where a few more crops can be grown, but all the other places on the breadbasket, the three major breadbaskets, all these are heavily hit. Maize production would decrease, rice production would decrease with increase in temperature. You can see that at an increase of 4 to 5 degrees Celsius, maize production drops by more than 50%, and there's a decrease in production of wheat. Soy production is also decreasing. What are the impacts of food prices on nutrition and health? You can observe that as the price of food commodities change, people move towards less energy density foods. The consumption of sugar increases. The consumption of cheaper foods that are detrimental to health. Malnutrition increases. Micronutrient deficiency would be widespread, because when people cannot afford to pay, they will choose food that is cheaper, and the cheaper food will have lesser nutrition and will have long-term effects on their health. So you can see on the right, there's a rise in food prices, and one part is because of the economic effect and other because of the climate effect. So most of the cases, half of it is because of the economy, that is inflation and other factors, and the rest is because of decreased produce due to the changing climate. In a warming world, crop pests and pathogens move polewards, which means in northern latitudes we'll have to use more herbicides because of the spread of pathogens from tropics towards the poles. From 1960, there has been an observation for pest taxonomic groups in the northern hemisphere